You picked up your phone this morning before you even got out of bed. Maybe before you opened your eyes. You told yourself it would just be a second. A quick scan. Nothing serious. And then somehow 20 minutes dissolved before you even brushed your teeth. You already know this is happening. And yet, here you are. Here is what no one tells you. The reason you can't put the phone down has almost nothing to do with weakness. It has nothing to do with laziness or a lack of willpower. The real answer reaches back much further than Silicon Valley, further than the internet, further than electricity itself. It reaches back into the deep wiring of the brain you inherited from ancestors who needed it to survive. Your brain was built for uncertainty, not the comfortable kind, the survival kind. For the vast majority of human history, something close to 300,000 years, the single most dangerous thing you could do was ignore a signal. A rustle in the grass, a smell on the wind, a sound that might mean predator, might mean nothing. The brain that survived was the brain that could not stop scanning. That was never quite satisfied that the environment was safe enough to stop watching. Neuroscientist Kent Berridge at the University of Michigan spent decades studying dopamine and found something that changes everything. Dopamine is not the pleasure chemical. It is the wanting chemical. It does not activate when you get the reward. It activates in anticipation of a possible reward. The uncertain possibility of something good is more neurologically powerful than the good thing itself. This is not a glitch. This was the design. Now fast forward to 2004. The first social media platforms go live. And without anyone fully planning it, engineers stumbled onto something that mimics the exact stimulus your ancient brain was built to pursue. Every time you open the app, the feed is different. There might be a new message, there might not. The notification light blinks, but you do not know what it means until you look. Variable reward. B.F. Skinner discovered this in laboratory pigeons in the 1950s. When he made the food reward unpredictable, press the lever, sometimes get food, sometimes not, the pigeons became obsessed. They pressed compulsively, far beyond hunger, far beyond any rational need. Skinner called this intermittent reinforcement. It is the most powerful behavioral conditioning schedule ever observed in animals. It is also the exact architecture of a social media feed. Your phone is a Skinner box. And here is where it gets strange. You already knew that. You have probably read it somewhere. And you still checked your phone since you started watching this video. That is because knowing about a trap does not automatically free you from it. Understanding something in your prefrontal cortex, the rational planning part, does not override the reward system that was running long before language existed. There is one more layer your brain was never prepared for. Social approval used to be rare and slow. You might go weeks between interactions that told you where you stood in the group. Now that feedback arrives in real time, constantly, at scale. The moment you post something, a measurement begins. And because the brain was never designed to process social feedback at this speed or volume, it treats each data point as survival critical. It does not filter, it just reacts. The very tool designed to connect you is triggering the same neural alarm that fires when connection is threatened. None of this means you are broken. It means you have a 300,000-year-old brain inside a 20-year-old attention economy. And the rules of that economy were written by people who understood your brain better than you were ever taught to understand it yourself. The scan is not a failure of character. It is the same impulse that helped your ancestors survive a world that tried to kill them every single day. Tonight, you will pick up your phone one more time before you fall asleep. But now you know what is reaching for it. Not weakness, something much older, something that survived everything the world could throw at it, just so it could hand the screen to you.